Today we are talking about best California legal automatic knives. As an automatic knife, even a small one, this one really does tick all the boxes. I would happily carry any of these, but if you had to guess which one we sell the most of, I bet you don't know which one it is. You want me to tell you which one it is? Okay, I'll tell you. It's this one. How's it going, guys? This is Holly with Grindworks, and today we are talking about the best California legal automatic knives. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that little notification button so you don't miss anything new. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. So you may be wondering, why California legal knives? If you've never heard of those before, you might be thinking, okay, what's so special about California? Why do they get their own category of knives? Well, that's because California's automatic knife laws are different. Yeah, look them up sometime. But even if you don't live in California, I think having a small, snappy little auto is pretty much, the best thing ever. So let's get right into it. Now we're going to be looking at these in order of price from lowest to highest. So we're starting here with the Mini Bullet automatic knife. It's got a safety switch up here. Boom. That safety really comes in handy when you consider that the button there for deploying the blade sits up pretty high from the handle, so makes that really useful. You're not gonna accidentally deploy it in your pocket. This has got an aluminum handle that's milled to look like a bullet, which is super fun. Cool little novelty knife. Black finished blade, no pocket clip. Is that focusing? Focus, 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 focus. The blade goes maybe, 3/4 of the length of the handle, so you've got plenty of room down there in the end to throw a lanyard on there to just, make it easier to access when it's in your pocket. But super fun little knife. These guys fly off the shelves, and it's easy to see why when they come in at less than $4. As always, check the site for current pricing, but dude, $3.50 for this little guy right now. So these guys go real quick, and they're just super fun. I mean, that action is super snappy and fast. Lockup is pretty good. There's just a tiny bit of play there, but that's really not bad, especially considering it's $3.50. I don't know if you heard me say that before. So really handy little knife for, just everyday little things you're gonna be doing, opening mail, any small cutting jobs around the house or around the office. All right, next up is our Mini Duck Stiletto. This is another favorite on the site. Comes in 4 styles. The Stag, simulated stag handle, which you see here. There's also a white acrylic. There's a black acrylic, and then there's a wood, kind of like a rose wood, and it really is just basically a shrunken down version of a stiletto. It's got the scales, it's got the bolsters, the sort of imitation swivel bolster up here. It's even got the little non-functioning nail nick, which I think is hilarious that they made sure to include that. It does include a pocket clip, which most stilettos actually don't have, so that's handy. Does not have a safety. The button does stick up a little bit there, but not much higher than the screw. There's probably not too much risk of depressing that by accident. And this one's gonna run you right around $7 on the site. So if you're into stilettos, this is one that you just have to add to your collection. Super, super fun. Am I saying super enough? I hope so. Okay, we're moving up in the world, guys. Coming in at $10 is the Mini Joker Automatic. This is a miniature side-opening version of the Joker's Cupid OTF knife from Batman. Oh, you guys are gonna give me a hard time if I can't remember this. Is it The Dark Knight? Which is the one with the Joker? Somebody tell me in the comments. I really should know that. So this comes in a ton of different colors. The red one is probably my favorite, but it comes in silver, black, there's a pink one, gray, I think there's a blue, whole bunch of different colors. So you'll have to jump on the site and see if you can find your favorite one. This one also does not have a safety, so you gotta be a little bit careful there with that button. I think you should be safe there without a safety. Safe without a safety. But it does include a lanyard hole and a pocket clip, so you can wear it in your pocket and you can bling it up if you want. I think these are super fun, very snappy. This is one you definitely have to add to your collection. It'll really put a smile on your face. Did you guys hear what I did there? Put a smile on your face, like the Yeah, anyway. Next on our list is the Bear Ops Bold Action 3. Now with this knife, you are taking quite a hike in the price. You know, you're going from $10 down here to $69.99 for this knife. But as an automatic knife, even a small one, this one really does tick all the boxes. It's got the action. It does have the safety switch. It also includes a pocket clip, a deep carry one at that. I also just kind of dig the design on this one. You know, for such a little knife, it kind of has an attitude. This sort of all black finish, you know, pointed spear. No, that's more of a bayonet style blade. The way that the handle kind of flares out right when you get to the blade there gives you a nice spot to put your fingers when you're using it. So even as a small knife, functionality is pretty high up there. So this is another great option for an itty bitty automatic knife. Now I'm sure none of you are surprised to see this knife on the table. If you're going to talk about awesome California legal automatic knives, this has got to be one of them. This is the Karshaw Launch 4. Dude, hold on, I have to do that again. Just listen to that. Bam. Now this guy's going to run you $79.99 on the site currently. $10 more than the Bear Ops and quite a bit more than all the other ones we've looked at so far, but it's worth every penny because this right here is the furthest you could get from a novelty knife. It's like they took a legit big beefy automatic knife and they just gave it a tiny little body. Like if a 6 foot, 200-pound dude stepped into the ring with a featherweight fighter, the featherweight would win, right? I mean, take an inexperienced guy, no matter how big he is, and he's gonna have no chance. That's what this knife is. Like, there's a lot of really good knives out there, but it's like Karshaw wanted to make sure you didn't overlook this one. It goes toe to toe with much bigger knives. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a ProTech. You know, it's not a Sprint, it's not a Calmigo, but it's also not, you know, $100, $120, $130 plus dollars. It's made in the USA, has the longest blade of the pack, so 1.9 inches on these, where these guys are hovering right around 1.75 inches. So you get a tad more blade. It has a really good pocket clip. I mean, is there even any real comparison between these? Like, if one of them's gonna stay in your jeans, I think you know which one that's gonna be. Not deep carry. Got a lot more purchase on your pants than this dude. Now it's under 2 ounces, but this one has like a substantial, sturdy feel to it that these ones just don't quite have. But if there's anything you're gonna highlight from this knife that's gonna, you know, separate it from the rest of the pack, it's gonna be the action. It's really got some kick. Like when you push the button on this guy, it's got this tendency to want to kind of pull your hand this way just a little bit when it opens, because that spring is just so strong. Man, I could just do that all day long. So if you ask me which one of these is my favorite, I mean, it'd be the Karshaw hands down. But I would happily carry any of these because, you know, I'm one of those people who really likes to have fun with my knives too. So this is the favorite. But just for pure entertainment factor, I think I'd have to go Bullet. This guy is just so fun to look at. And fun to play with too. I mean, oh, wrong way. Nope, that was the right way. Don't second guess yourself. It's like when you're taking the multiple choice test and you know it's B, but then you're like, oh, but maybe it's D. And then you choose D, and then you found out you were wrong. It was B all along. Thanks for failing the test. So I really dig my Bullet and my little Stiletto. Oh, I like this guy. I like all of them. I like all of them. But you guys tell me which one you would like. Whoa, I just moved the whole table. Woo! But if you had to guess which one we sell the most of, I bet you don't know which one it is. You ready? You want me to tell you? Okay, I'll tell you. It's this one. Were you surprised by that? I was surprised by that. Then again, where else can you find a really fun little miniature stiletto knife? It's just so cool. Okay, I think that's enough talking from me. Your turn. Tell me which one you like best. Subscribe, like the video, give it some nice thumbs up, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again real soon. Thanks, guys.